Okay, folks, what we have here is these nasty little creatures known as the pocket gopher. You'll notice as we walk along there are several mounds that go, quite honestly, for several hundred feet, all caused by just one little creature who thinks he owns your yard. Now, there is a solution for this, and we're going to tackle it in just a very few minutes, and we'll show you exactly step by step how to eradicate this lovely little creature. Okay, folks, here is the problem. Here is the solution. This is called a Macabee, and it could also be a Sweeney too. It doesn't matter what brand you use. And you need some probes to uncover the hole so that you'll be able to put the trap. And when you uncover the hole, you want to make sure and enlarge it a little bit so that your trap, this little Macabee, doesn't get hung up on the sides. It's sort of like a reverse mouse trap. It works a little different. You can Google it and find out exactly how it works, but you can Google either Macabee or Sweeney, and they're both very similar to one another. So now we'll begin to uncover the hole. Okay, folks, now you've noticed that I've taken a hoe, a common garden hoe, and I've raked the dirt off of where the mound was. You don't see a hole right now because we have to probe for it. So get yourself a suitable probe, like something like one of these, and you will then probe that hole and tend to expand it. While I do this, I will turn this off. Okay, folks, now I found the hole there because my I prodded around in several different spots there, and it was about the center of where the mound was. These holes, by the way, are pretty well plugged with dirt down there, so you have to probe them a little bit. And after you probe them, you'll open them up, and you want to open them up pretty big so he can see daylight. Well, actually, he'll come backing up trying to fill it up so he can't see daylight, and that's the desired plan. Okay, folks, you can see how deep these things are. They run sometimes 8, 10, 12 feet into the ground, and that's why the soil that's on top always looks a little different than what you're used to seeing, because these guys go way down there to make their home. Okay, folks, for the expediency of this demonstration, I've added one more little tool here, which, as you can see, is nothing more than about a 4-foot piece of PVC 3/4 with one of those garden hose type nozzles that you can put on the end, and helps you dig a little quicker using water, and put a little tape around it so it doesn't bind up the hose, drawing it back out of there, and this will dig it out a little bit faster, and it won't hurt the little fella because he's somewhere else right now, no doubt. Okay, folks, we've opened up a nice little hole here, and we're just about set. All we have to do is to fix our trap, and then to be sure and put a little stake in the ground next to the trap for the wire to go on so that the gopher cannot pull the trap back down into his hole once he catches himself. That's very important, or it just costs you $10 for another trap. Okay, folks, here's the final solution right here. You've got the trap set down into the hole with the little paddle and the trigger set into it. Now, you'll have to learn how to do that. It'll take you a few seconds to figure it out, but unlike a mouse trap, it goes underneath rather than over the top. And you might hold your thumb on the paddle while you're putting it in place so it doesn't release the trigger, because it's a hair trigger. It'll take you... Actually, you need 3 thumbs. The third set of thumbs could be your wife's if you really were interested in doing that. But anyhow, just make sure that you don't get caught instead of the little fella, because those are nice sharp tongs, and they will eviscerate your finger. So that's about all there is. Now all we have to do is wait for that little scudder to rear his ugly head. By the way, I use this set of pointed nose pliers to assist me as that third thumb in depressing the spring, because it's a pretty stout spring, but you want it to be. You want it to work. Okay, folks, now we've caught the little critter, and I'm getting ready to take him out of the hole. He doesn't look like he's quite dead yet, so you might have the children leave the room right now, and I'm going to go ahead and terminate his lifespan. Okay, folks, this is the end of the story right here. This is what they look like, and we finished him off with a little snake shot so he wouldn't be in pain. But if you'll notice their claws, they are very, well, he's just a swinging there. They're very sharp, and you can see they look sort of like a little brown rat. Got a little short tail, and that's the end of their life here. He crossed the line.